My name is AveryBizMagnet, the founder of Boss Ambitionz, and this is why I'm doing this. This is why I'm still building. See, I've always had this passion just to go, man, to be great. You know what I'm saying? From a young kid, it's something that was like tiring me, and like I would like literally I would get in trouble, behind trying to, whatever I was trying to do, I would risk it all, whatever the consequences was, whoopings, poundings, all of that, give me all that, but I got to make this happen, and so that was just my mentality as a kid, and I'm not saying it's right, and I'm definitely not saying telling anybody to live like that, but I'm trying to give you insight into my mind and why I do what I do and how I do it, I remember watching the old Al Pacino movie, man. I know a lot of y'all know it, but he was talking about wasting talent and how there's nothing like wasting talent. I think it was like one late night, Netflix, we was watching Netflix, and I was watching that movie and it hit me and it stuck with me, man. And like, I just felt like I was wasting my talent. If you know me, my background consists of growing up in the streets, growing up in the music business, hustling, raising my kids, before I got into the clothing brand market, I was heavily into the stock market game, So I was doing a 5K to 100K journey, And I think that's what Boss Ambitionz is all about. It's about taking it to another level, So you can't just really wake up and just expect to be great overnight. You got to go through some things. You got to go through some trials and tribulations. And once you do that, and as you do that, you're going to grow and you're going to progress. And then it'll all come together. I assure you that, but it all starts with you kind of just putting that work in, and at least putting that first foot forward and getting started. If you don't get started, it will never happen. And please don't let me be the one to preach to you. I'm definitely not trying to preach to you. I'm just really taking you inside the mind of Boss Ambitionz and why we do what we do, and how I can try to encourage you to be great as well. My whole thing is I want to encourage you to chase your goals and dreams. I don't want you to sit on the sidelines and waste 10 years of your life like I did. That's why you see this brand every day. That's why you see me going hard every day. I don't care whether I get 2 likes or 100 likes, I'm still pushing, and that's because that's who I am. And that's how you gotta be. You gotta be ambitious about your goals and your dreams. You see everybody out here playing, if you just take it serious, you already ahead of most people because everybody out here playing. You know what I'm saying? Now imagine you taking it serious and then like just putting a little more work in, like, and now you're taking it serious, but imagine it being determined on top of that, and everybody else out here playing, you got the head start. It's not hard. We make it hard, but it's only as hard as we make it, man. But you got to put in that work. It wasn't easy for me. I assure you it's never been easy for me. Y'all seen like, man, one day I'm gonna tell my story, man. And some of y'all watched me and some of y'all grew up with me and seen it. But one day I'm gonna tell y'all my story, man. And it was surrounded by a lot of negativity. Not that I've always been a positive person, but I was surrounded by a lot of negativity, a lot of people right here and there, right real close to me that didn't want to see me do good. They didn't want to see me make it. They didn't want to see me here right now today. So that's where I come from, man. I come from a long line of that, and I made it through. I survived. And you see me out here still shining, man. I got a lot of scars, a lot of bruises, some heartaches. But I'm still here. I'm still breathing. I ain't giving up. And ain't nobody gonna convince me to give up, and ain't nobody gonna force me to give up, no matter what. And that's how you gotta be, man. If you don't, you gotta be willing to stand on something, And once you become a man, your manhood, that's what I'm standing on. That's gotta be worth standing on. So, while everybody out here playing, and that goes for women too. You see all these women out here playing, everybody doing what they doing, just kind of going, following social media, following what's trending. All you got to do is take it serious. And that puts you ahead of most people. And whatever you do, imagine that. You know what I'm saying? So don't think that it's hard. The system ain't set up for you to fail. You got to put that work in. And it all starts with you. That's Boss Ambitionz. And that's what I'm talking about, man. I'm gonna take y'all back, man, to this brand. And right now, I'm gonna take y'all behind the scenes, man, and just let y'all in like I've never done before as we journey forward, man, because I want y'all to see this and I want y'all to witness this. You know what I'm saying? Because I know lots of people A lot of people see me come up, you know, throughout the days. A lot of people see me fail, see me struggle, see me at my worst. You know what I'm saying? And we was cool back then, you know what I'm saying? They don't want to see you when you're doing good, when you're shining, you know what I'm saying? And that's something you got to live with. You got to live and you got to grow. And when you start growing, you got to keep going. Don't look back. Keep going. You know what I'm saying? Don't get caught up in that. Don't get caught up looking back, trying to go back and reach out and have, nah. You keep going. You keep going forward. Push it to the limit. You know what I'm saying? Let them catch up. Don't go back. They got to catch up now. You know what I'm saying? That's the mentality. You rock like that, I guarantee you, it's going to be some success waiting for you at the end of that road, no matter which path you take. That's what I had to do. I hit rock bottom several times. When I say rock bottom, I mean rock bottom several times. You know what I'm saying? And so, by the grace of God, boy is still here today. Looking good, I might add, you know what I'm saying? Still good, you know what I'm saying? Making it do what it do. Boss Ambitionz, man. You know what I'm saying? Pushing the line, no matter what. You ain't gotta like it, because I love it. That's the realest shit right there, man. I love it, you know? And I'm being so real. Like, don't try to compete with me, because I'm not in this for competition. I never started this to compete. I didn't start this to be the hottest clothing brand. I didn't start this to be famous on TikTok. I didn't start this to be one of them dudes on YouTube that's one of your clothing brand gurus, you know what I'm saying? I never started it for that, you know? So I gotta keep it real with what I'm doing and my roots. You know, so you ain't got to compete with me, because I'm not in that lane. I'm in the clothing brand business, but I'm not in that lane. That's not what I do. I'm pushing positivity, Boss Ambitionz. I'm trying to encourage you to go from here to there, you know what I'm saying? And put you in the mindset, give you that mindset of what it takes to go from here to there. And now we got a uniform. We got some clothes to match the attitude. We got some clothes to match the mindset, to remind you daily. Boss Ambitionz. It's not a game, I promise you. I'm gonna leave y'all with some jewels, you know what I'm saying? This Boss, the Dreamer collection, man, it kind of just formulated, you know what I'm saying? I was working on this, I was working on that, I had this coming, I wanted to do this, I wanted to do that, and then bam, it all just came together, you know what I'm saying? Came together beautiful, you know what I'm saying? One piece at a time, you know, and I was trying to connect and trying to work with people, and, you know, all the time it don't. Sometimes it ain't meant for you to work with other people. Sometimes your dream is your dream. You know what I'm saying? And see, that was my problem. I'm always trying to reach out and connect. I'm always trying to show love to the next man, because that's who I am as a person. Since back in the day, since my street days, since, you know what I'm saying? So like, since a youngster, I've always been trying to help out the next person, help out the next man. If you with me, you good. If I'm good, you good. You know what I'm saying? And that's our role. Where I grew up at, your friends was your family. Your friends they put their life on the line for you, you know what I'm saying? And that's something you gotta respect. And that's something that's like a bond you can never, that's a bond you wouldn't understand, you know? So I'm telling you, man, don't be out here playing. Don't be out here wasting time. Focus on what you got going on, whatever that may be. If you got a goal, you got a vision, if you're trying to go to school, if you're trying to start that business, if you're trying to build that clothing brand, start that YouTube channel, if you're trying to become an influencer, I'm telling you, you can do it. There's a lot more things you can do too. That's probably more meaningful, more powerful, that'll leave a better remark in the end. But you can do it, whatever that may be, I promise you. The fact that I'm talking to you right now is proof that God is real. My goodness, man. Oh my goodness, man. You don't even know, man. I just look like this, man, you know? Like, I go all that stuff that you see on TV, the people that you see on the news, them stories that you hear, and I grew up with that. You know what I'm saying? That was my friends, my family. That's what I went outside, my associates. That's what I had to see daily. So I learned to swim in that at an early age. That's why you can never mess with me. Never. You know, don't compete with me. I'm not the one to compete with. When I started Boss Ambitionz, like I said, I was on this 5K to 100K challenge with the stock market. The economy crashed, COVID. I'm watching my investments go down. I had this vision. I always had this vision. I had this thing. I had like, man, it's just sitting there. Just, you know, I'm just looking at my money like, this would be a good time. So I took some money out and started Boss Ambitionz. You know what I'm saying? It was never about trying to be the best one or trying to get on. I didn't want to be famous. I didn't want to be famous, man. I wanted to push my brand. That's why I'm still here. That's why I'm still going. Why are you doing this? If you're doing this to be famous, if you're doing this to look good or trying to get some girls or whatever it may be, anything other than because you love it, you in it for the wrong reason. Focus on something that you love. Focus on your passion, and you're going to shine. Ain't nobody going to be able to stop you, man. You do that, you're going to shine. You know, I just got back on, I've been on the brand so much, man, that I had to stop, I stopped a lot of things that I was doing as far as, like entertainment, sports. I had to get sport. I wasn't watching nothing. No sports, no nothing, man. I was just focusing on my business and my brand, building that brand. I finally got to a place where I can get back at peace, and now I started getting back into the market again. You know, so now I'm like doing what I love again. I'm back on the numbers, man. I'm back on that market, man. Your boy is back, man. Your boy is back. You know, so now we got Boss Ambitionz. I'm back on the market. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm studying, pushing those numbers, you know, and now we're trying to build real wealth. And I want you to build real wealth for yourself too, you know? AveryBizMagnet, man. I can't tell you no. I'm not telling you no lies, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna play with you. I'm just gonna give it to you real every time. So right now, what we doing is we pushing this Boss the Dreamer collection. We getting ready to drop the new joggers, and then we most likely gonna drop some shorts after that. You know what I'm saying? We gonna take a transition back to the gold standard, you know what I'm saying? The tracksuit. And it's a beautiful story behind the tracksuit, behind the gold standard tracksuit. If you got one, consider yourself blessed, man, if you lucky, you know what I'm saying? Because it's only a couple of them out there, you know, but we're gonna bring it back, and we're gonna bring it back even better, you know what I'm saying? But this time we're gonna do it the right way. I mean, we did it the right way, but this time we're gonna do it the right way. You know what I'm saying? The gold standard, the tracksuit, that was my baby. That's where it all started. That was the beginning. That was the man. And we set it up so good too. I set it up nice. And I set it out, $1 million home, $1 million mansion. Oh my God, man. Yes, I did that, man. Y'all see, go to my Instagram, man. It's on there, man. You know what I'm saying, man? It didn't get no realer, man. And so, it didn't work out like it was supposed to, you know what I'm saying? So I had to take a step back, you know, and really gather myself, really kind of figure out what I was doing and why am I doing this? How did I let this happen? Where did I go wrong? You know what I'm saying? And in the process of that, Boss the Dreamer kind of came through, you know what I'm saying? And it started doing this thing, and it grew into its own collection, you know? But after we get done with this Boss the Dreamer collection, we taking it back to the tracksuits, man. And I'm gonna walk you through the whole process, man. Y'all gonna watch me struggle, you gonna watch me strive, you gonna watch me shine, whatever it may be. Because I'm not doing this for your money. I'm doing this because this is what I do. I've been shining since a young shot. Go back. I've been shining since I was 16, 14, 15, I was shining. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know I was shining, but when I knew I was shining, yeah, about 16. I knew I was shining about 16. I've been shining since I was like 16. Yeah, about 16. You know what I'm saying? Maybe late 15. You know what I'm saying? Been shining since then. So this ain't nothing new to me. I don't want to shine no more. You can have it. Matter of fact, I can teach you how to shine. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? I might do that. Shine.com. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? But real talk, man, it's your boy, man, AveryBizMagnet. And I can only, hey, man, I'm just giving you that real, man. They ain't gonna give it to you like I'm gonna give it to you. They done your favorite clothing brand then turns you into a TikToker. Got y'all out here TikToking. You know what I'm saying? Nah, man, I thought you was a clothing brand. I thought you was about that business. What happened to your brand? What happened to all them dudes you was listening to 2 years ago? Where all them dudes 2 years ago, man? I was telling you how to get in, how to shine with these clothing brand stuff, man. Where they at? Why they not telling us how to shine no more, man? See, you got caught up in that. See, me, I was never on that path. I was never on that line. That's why it didn't apply to me. That's why I'm still here. Why are you doing this? It all goes back to why are you doing this? And whatever that may be, you got to have that ambition to be great. You know what I'm saying? It starts with you, though. You kick that off, and I'm going to wrap up with this, man. AveryBizMagnet. Look me up. Instagram. Boss Ambitionz. Everywhere. With a Z. Boss Ambitionz with a Z at the end. You know what I'm saying? Check us out. Make sure you follow us. Make sure you show some love. I know y'all see us out here. I know you see me shining. I know you see me scared to hit the like button. I know you looking at the camera like, yeah, I'm still here. I ain't going nowhere no time soon. God is great. I love y'all, man. AveryBizMagnet. BossAmbitionz.com. Boss the Dreamer. Let's go.